So right here under this button, we now have the AI niche and product analysis and AI listings keyword density analysis. Let's begin with the first one. So if you click on it, I already have it opened. So let me show you here. It will generate, it's the same niche, it's kitchen scale. It generated the AI niche breakdown. It consists of 8 bullet points, let's say. And well, what it does, based on the data we have, that's a big difference because the ChatGPT and other, tools, they would just try to analyze something based on data they'd made up usually. Like, we think you'd like this and that. I don't know if you've encountered, but it's usually like ChatGPT makes a lot of data to, because they don't have the reliable source where to get that, where to get the products, their sales, prices, current prices, history, especially the competition and demand. So they would just generate you something like everything is good in the sports industry, electronics is selling well.
ChatGPT likes to give like positive outlook on things, yet sometimes not necessarily it's gonna be relevant or correct. So you gotta definitely kind of check what it's saying. But as far as I know, AMZScout, it's kind of you have integration with Amazon itself. So then the data you get is more, correct and
Yes, it is reliable and correct, and it comes from the Amazon itself right now, like what I see on the screen. And so we take this data and we analyze it with the AI. We're being very strict with ChatGPT, I mean, OpenAI. We check that it does not, add up anything on its own. So you can pretty much rely on what it's writing right here. And well, what we have here is a trends analysis. It analyzes the demand, seasonality, if it has any, like Thanksgiving, holiday. As it gives some insights. It talks about sales velocity, variance, variety. Like, for example, the niche includes a diverse range of kitchen scales, from basic models to advanced scales. Then it goes into the competition analysis. It gives the unique brands, the seller types, FBA sellers, it has FBM sellers, right? Key competitors, maybe these brands have a lot of products in this niche. Yeah, that's why they are key competitors. The number of sellers for the particular products, it's usually interesting for the online arbitrage and wholesale sellers. Not really for private label, but still it's good information. Sellers countries, well, it's usually many sellers are based in the US and China, but sometimes it's only China or only the US, and you're gonna need to know that. And it's sometimes, difficult to find that column because a lot. We realize that we're adding data, and we can't put it on one window, so you have to find it in the filters in the view option tab. So, but here you can see all the analysis, and it allows you not to forget to analyze anything. The review volume, so the review count you see is very, very high for the some example product. I think one of the leading products. The average ratings, the average listing quality scores, page sales and revenue share of the top product, and about A+ content. Well, I guess in a lot of niches, many listings now incorporate A+ content, but it's good to know that it exists because, well, if someone reads about A+ content, at least you would know that, oh, what kind of content is that? I need to check, and you'll need to go to ChatGPT or Google it, and you'll find out what kind of content it is. At least now you know something interesting. Then pricing strategies. So it goes with the price distribution, the concentration of the pricing. Well, the highest price is $50, right? But it doesn't mean that it's the average. The concentration of the prices lie in this range. Average price seasonality. So sometimes they go up to this range. And again, the inside. So that's the concentration. Yeah, those are the average prices. And new sellers' average price, as you see, they are a bit lower. What are the new sellers? By the way, those are the sellers. It's in the prompt, so you wouldn't see it. That's why I'm telling you. So I defined the new sellers that those whose products are under 6 months old,
Mm-hmm.
young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so the suggested pricing is between 15 to 30 products. That would be the average price for this niche. Then I think bullet number 4 is one of the most interesting because it's a sales potential for a new product. Usually what you do and what sellers used to do all the time, they analyzed all the products. Okay, but some of them are like 10 years old. They've had a lot of experience, a lot of years time to collect reviews, to collect knowledge, how to organize the listing, how to optimize it, what
Mm.
features they should have. Of course, you can copy it, but you can't copy really the 10 years of being in the niche. So it's better to look at how new products are doing, right? That's why, so what I've done here is I took only the new products group and ask the AI to analyze this group.
Mm-hmm.
And so it does the same about the total sales volume, revenue potential, number of new products. By the way, 5 products launched within the last year in this niche. I think that's a not big number, just 5 products in the top list, right? So I guess it says a lot about the niche. I think it is pretty competitive. It's just an example, but I
Mm-hmm.
would
Mm-hmm.
not think about getting into the kitchen scale niche and
Nice.
selling in it. And, some other stuff. Sales share for new products, new product sales average, and review requirement. The keywords, that's not the big keyword, tool. We have others.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives a small breakdown. It just gives the most popular keyword phrases, just 5
Mm.
right here. But their frequencies are the biggest. Like the products use digital kitchen scale keyword 30 times across the top organic products or food scale. You should totally copy those 5 keywords and use them in your listing. That's like 100%. First available date analysis, like products have been available since as early as 2010. Competition
Oh.
dynamics, top competitors breakdown, and actionable insights in the end. So you wouldn't forget to analyze some key point of the niche. And well, you can copy all this to the
Mm.
clipboard and go on. We also have the AI product insights that does pretty much similar thing, but just for a product. I'm not on the product right now. I won't click it. And a product improvement, it improves. I'll open it on some product probably later. It
Mm-hmm.
gives the idea to the product improvement. I think it will give the idea for the just for the first product in organic results in this niche, I think.
The products that were analyzed by the niche analysis, this is from page 1 or from how many products? From all the products in the niche or from kind of how many, I guess, were taken into consideration in the AI niche analysis? Is this just first page or it scans multiple pages? I'm curious.
Yes. So what we usually do is we analyze the first 2 pages in the
First two pages.
organic results because,
Mm-hmm.
sponsored pages, they are right here, but they don't influence the niche. They are here, by paying money.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
just 2 pages of the
Organic
keyword that we're
results.
checking and the organic result for 2 pages. Yeah, makes sense. That's, I believe,
Yeah.
where most of the biggest competitors are going to be anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah, sure. They keep not being really relevant for the keyword, especially long tail keyword, big search query on the third and fourth pages and so on. And also, that people usually buy everything on the first page, like 50% of sales come from the first page, other 30% comes from the second page. And so we're not really interested in the rest 20% when people keep, they don't find something on the first and second, they keep scrolling.
Hmm.
So yeah, it opened for us. It just took the first popular product in this niche, one of the scales, and it offered the improvement. So introduce a
Mm-hmm.
smart scale version that includes connectivity features such as Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. It frequently offers that some kind of, Bluetooth
Mm-hmm.
stuff or design so you
Mm,
can track and managing dietary goals. Well, something like that.
yeah,
I'm not into
nice.
diets, but I guess.
That's pretty cool. And then we can what I like about it is like you can copy to clipboard, and then I guess you can share it with your partners, right, or something like that. But also you can take it
Yeah, sure.
further, and you can, if you can go again to some tool that helps you with again like some AI tool, and then continue with the work, maybe giving
Yeah.
some asking for some other ideas, or but this gives you like a basics of specific ASIN again, or we can go to a specific ASIN and click on kind of get improvements, and then maybe we can take a few ASINs and merge all the improvements. So I think it's nice. It kind of saves a lot of time in thinking for improvements as well. Of course, we should think too, but this helps. Yes, yeah,
Yeah, we have to have a lot of work done anyway, so
yes.
it's good to have someone who tips us. And
Hmm.
well, usually, people collect everything. Well, they used to in like Google Docs. Now they use Notion a lot, and some
Hmm.
similar apps.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's why everywhere we have copy because
Hmm.
yeah, you have to you'll forget. So copy it to some Notion notes or in some notes app where you analyze the products and compare them in niches. Well, I'm closing it. It, by the way, gives even the rationale
Hmm.
why you should enhance that functionality and the estimated impact on metrics. Well,
Hmm.
it's all estimated, as it
Yes.
says,
Hmm.
but it can actually increase the conversion rate, sales, review count, yeah, and customer perception.